Thank you for coming. Let's get started. So yesterday I missed the summer solstice with everyone because we have our meditations on Wednesday and it was on Tuesday this week. So I'm very excited to celebrate that a day late with you today. If you are able to come to a comfy spot for your practice today, I'm heading back to a little cushion that's on the floor. There's no rhyme or reason to how you get yourself situated, but the most important part of getting somewhere is that you find a spot that you feel comfy in and you feel like you might be able to linger for a while in this spot. If you choose a place and you start to get uncomfortable through our practice, take some time to fidget around, resort yourself, and come back to us when you can. I really love to be on the floor just to get all bendy in my legs and come out from the desk style seated position. If you feel that sitting in the middle of a space is really challenging for your back strength, it gets fatigued, feel free to scoot yourself all the way back using the chair as a support. Or if you are finding the floor with me, you can move up against a wall at any time. To begin our practice today, once you've gotten yourself comfy, we're going to take a few movements through our shoulders and neck so that we feel that we can settle. Just trying to get some of our fidgets out of the way. Leave the arms long and loose, but we'll circle our shoulders up, back, and around. And as we circle smoothly and slowly here, we're looking to feel a lift of the shoulders, a little hug between the shoulder blades towards your spine, and then a downward motion, tips of blades pulling down. Let's try to do a few of these until we feel really comfy in the shoulders and that we can settle the arms heavily down from our earlobes. Moving through the neck for a moment or two, tuck chin all the way down towards your chest. Take a peek upwards, thinking about really lifting your chin and lengthening out your throat. Tuck chin back down towards chest, lengthen the back of your neck. Envision being pulled or guided upwards from the back of your skull. Keeping your chin tuck with your jaw loose, roll your right ear towards your right shoulder. Just take a little pause here and open the left side of your neck. You can blink your eyes closed right away if it feels good to let go of some of the stimulation from your morning. Let's roll through the center, staying tall in our bodies, landing left ear towards your left shoulder. Coming all the way back through the center, pick chin up, feeling almost like it's parallel to the floor here, really long through the sides and backs of our neck. Let's take a peek straight over that right shoulder, finding a little twist for our cervical spine, and a little peek right over your left shoulder. Feels good. All right, as you come back to the center, find something that feels cozy to land. Just gonna let my arms kind of float down by my thighs. If you're feeling very stimulated this morning, palms down can help you center your energy and ground yourself here. If the opposite is true and you're quite sluggish this morning, it may be very beneficial for your energy if you swivel your palms to face the sky, feeling open and receptive. As we begin today, let's connect with our breath. Welcome to your practice, and thank you for practicing with me. Let's take a beautiful healing breath in. We're just watching and being curious here with how our breath is moving today, filling ourselves up with this conscious, fresh life force. As we're settling in here, let's try to envision, or maybe we can actually find some sensations in our body for what our most peaceful self would look like if we're envisioning it, or what it may feel like in our bodies. So for example, your most peaceful self, what would you be wearing? Where would you be? Are there any distinctive smells? Are there any sounds where you are? Would you be inside or outside in your most peaceful place? Is it nighttime or daytime? As you continue breathing here, focusing on the calm and the stillness of this image, this memory, this moment, this sensation. Try to remember our most peaceful selves, like we are engraving this picture and the associated feelings of relaxation into our minds. Like we have this beautiful little treasure to hold on to. I love to take a mental snapshot of the me that I want to be in order to revisit it throughout the day. So if things become hectic or I get frustrated, then I'll drop back into that mental snapshot I've created, I've conjured up in my practice, and I'll drop myself back in more quickly to the most peaceful self. Notice what emotions or sensations are within you or around you as your most relaxed self. And are we able to hold on to that sense of inner peace as we continue our practice? Attention will linger wherever our breath is calling out the strongest to you, right here, right now, in this moment. So where do you notice your breath? It could be the simple inflow and outflow of air over the tip of your nose and your nostrils. Do you notice any movement of air in your throat widening and constricting, or maybe in the little indentation in your throat? Are you aware of the center of your chest, your sternum enlarging as you breathe in? Maybe your navel moving forward in space. There are no wrong answers. We're just here to be the gentle observer to our experience. Are there temperature sensations? These may be happening on your body or within your body. I like to notice the difference between unclothed parts of skin versus the clothed, or something sitting away from supports versus the ones that are connected to supports, much warmer where we're covered or seated upon, a little cooler, a little lighter, and a little freer with exposed or lifted areas of our skin and bodies. Do you notice a tension to certain places and then release or switching of that attention? Now that we've dropped in and we've become this beautiful, gentle version of ourselves, an observer to our practice, let's find a sense of peacefulness that may arise with the natural state of our relationship to the world when we make connected decisions to breathe through situations and respond rather than reacting. Hopefully, leaving situations and encounters feeling a sense of pride that we have connected, we've taken a moment to breathe. We may have waited a beat or two to respond to any given situation. In honor of the summer solstice that just passed yesterday, let's connect with our inner suns by meditating today on our solar plexus chakra. And this area will be located just above our navels and just below our rib cages. It's an energy center where we can find our warrior strength, our inner fire. As we start to breathe deeply within, let's see if we can envision together a light shining out past your body. It's totally engulfing you with its gentle warmth. It's spreading into this space around you, almost as if you have this warm, golden sunshine aura around you. It's so vast that it's able to connect you with the universe as a whole. So we'll envision this golden sun ball of energy growing brighter and stronger in your solar plexus chakra. Each time you breathe in, and each time you breathe out, we might see that energy spreading a little further out from within us. There's a sound that we associate with the solar plexus chakra. R-A-M, pronounced wrong. Wrong. If you say it out loud, you might feel a vibration within your solar plexus chakra, connecting to a higher vibration. Vibrations are very soothing, so it's really nice to use this sound. You can certainly say it mentally, or you can chant it out loud. Maybe you chant it with each exhalation you make. Rum, rum. We're hoping to connect here, opening ourselves to a whole new world, radiating out fresh energy and life. As we're considering our sunny ball of energy radiating from within us, from our solar plexus chakra vibrational sound, let's remember what the summer solstice is, in case you were wondering. It's the longest day and the shortest night of the solar year. It is my favorite day. Now, at the same time, we start our return to the darker half of the year. Solstice meaning the standing of the sun. And with this, we can connect to a great turning point in our Earth's yearly cycle by taking a moment to slow down or stop altogether, to be still, and look back upon our own unique journeys since the first day of winter, which would be in December. From now until the winter solstice, this upcoming December, everything in Earth will be withdrawing within. So let's embody the solstice. Let's use our time together today to focus on what we wish to nurture and develop within ourselves over the coming months. I like to think about the summer solstice being a doorway. We're energizing the paths that lead within as we walk into the second half of this year. So let's stand on this threshold, this envisioned doorway, and ask ourselves, what do we wish to encourage in our lives? I have a few suggestions. You don't have to really think too deeply. I can certainly help you, and maybe some of my suggestions will really resonate with you, and it can be something that we can work on together this summer season. One of my favorite things to do this time of the year is to create, perhaps for you, it's a new morning routine, or just to really commit to a morning routine. We have extra sunlight this time of year, so it's a great time to take advantage of that. Maybe we wake up a little earlier. We don't even have to leave our beds, but we wake up a little bit earlier. That might be doing something that makes you feel really great, whether you stay in bed and you just start focusing on your breathing like we began class today. Perhaps you do a meditation. Maybe you meditate on your solar plexus chakra using our vibrational frequency of our own. Maybe you get out of bed. You do something that makes you feel alive and well. You take a walk, a revitalizing shower, or a bath. Maybe you do some yoga. Maybe you journal or you read something that's inspiring to you. Just a few examples of things that I love to do in the morning, but of course you can substitute your own in there. And along the same lines, especially on a really nice, cool day like we had today, I love to get outside and enjoy the sunshine early before it's too strong, before it's too hot or humid. Just get outside, making time to connect with nature. Another one of my favorite things to do this time of year is to let your feet be naked. Let them be free, let them spread wide, let your toes open. Consider walking barefoot in the grass every day. I know it can be challenging if you live in a city, but hopefully you have a park that might have a little bit of grass. And if not, you can certainly make do with whatever you have, whether it's standing on earth or perhaps you have to stand on cement. Whatever you're doing, we refer to that as grounding, earthing. So if we think back, our human species evolved in direct contact with the Earth's electric charge, with our feet directly onto the ground. We have happened to lose that sustained connection thanks to inventions such as buildings, shoes, furniture. But barefoot contact with the earth can help us produce almost instant physiological changes. It can help us improve things that you may not even realize is associated. It can help us improve our sleep, reduce pain, help us with tension in our muscles, decreasing that, lowering our stress level. Even if you have to walk on gravel or sand, you could swim in the ocean, you could swim in a lake, any way to get connected with nature, of feeling it against your skin. And if none of those are available to you, maybe you could just find a tree. You can lean against a tree, sit under it and connect with nature in that way. So you get what I'm saying. We're trying to connect ourselves against something in nature. Something that you may have heard about is free radicals. Free radicals are capable of damaging our cells. They contribute to chronic inflammation. They can contribute to cancer and other diseases as well. So one reason that direct physical contact with the ground might have a really beneficial effect is that the Earth's surface has a negative charge. And it's constantly generating electrons that can neutralize free radicals, which have positive charges. So we definitely want to connect those two to neutralize, can act as an antioxidant. A lot of times we think of our antioxidants coming from food, but we may be able to get them directly from the earth too. And let's not forget that usually for most of us, unless we're suffering from some sort of pain in our feet, being naked in your feet, just letting them touch the earth, the ground, it feels so good. It might feel new to you if you're used to having shoes on. I love feeling the actual surface area that my feet are under, feeling all the inconsistencies and the imperfections, just letting your feet grip into the ground. Another benefit of being barefoot is that it might help you clear your mind, especially if you're not used to being barefoot. Think about it. If you're walking barefoot, you really have to think about what you're stepping on. You don't want to step on anything sharp or any rocks or any thorns. So we become very aware of what's happening in the moment. And without even knowing, we may wonderfully quiet the inner chatter, clear our mind, and become very present. Walking barefoot can strengthen our muscles. It's like foot yoga. It can strengthen all the tendons and the ligaments in your feet, your ankles, and your calves, which in turn will help us prevent injuries. It works muscles that we're not necessarily used to working when we have our feet inside of shoes. You may have heard of the term reflexology, using certain pressure points, reflex points in your body, and there's tons of them in your feet. So every little bump in the road, to use a figure of speech, will help us stimulate all these little points on the bottoms of our feet. Over time, those sensitivities definitely start to go away. So if you find some tenderness in your feet, it might mean that that part of your foot really needs to be rejuvenated and stimulated. Take a big breath in, focusing on our new season ahead. Maybe as you exhale, you reconnect to that beautiful, warm, golden light representing the sunshine from our solar plexus energy center, our chakra. Maybe we revisit our vibrational sound, rum, rum. Getting back to what matters most. As long as you don't have some terrible aversion to being outside in nature, connecting with nature, feeling sunshine on our faces, hearing wind or movement in the leaves and the tree branches. I believe when we're in touch with nature, it's so much easier to connect with a higher power. Remember, we spoke about vibrations, to literally, quite literally vibrate at a higher level, being in tune. Turning to this summer solstice meditation practice can help us attract abundance as we celebrate nature's bounty. Think about how gardeners have a beautiful bounty that they're able to harvest this time of the year. Cultivate patience in the summer season. Hopefully finding some time to slow down, to settle into slower pace in the long summer days ahead. Recognize the safety, the stillness, the support our practice today and this season can give us. Let's allow that to guide us through the rest of our day, through the rest of our week, until we get a chance to meet again. Now we know from within, we can cultivate this deep sense of connection, of strength, of safety coming within. moving forward, I hope you'll feel as the best version of yourself. Allow gratitude to completely fill your body. Gratitude for your commitment to your practice, to your self-care today. And then, like we envisioned our sunny ball of energy coming from within as we meditated for summer solstice on the solar plexus chakra, let's allow now an energy of gratitude to emanate from us, to surround our physical bodies so we can carry this air of gratitude with us wherever we go today. I hope that you enjoy the summer season, that you find time to create a new morning routine, enjoy the sunshine, walk with naked feet somewhere, or create a new, really beautiful routine for yourself in honor of yesterday's first day of summer. Thank you so much for joining me today as we practiced. Let's bow our heads in gratitude for the time we committed to our self-care today. My light honors you. Take good care, and I cannot wait to see you next week.